Poor battery health. Imagine you are a field technician working for a government agency, and a user brings you their assigned laptop. They complain that every time they unplug the computer from the wall, the screen instantly goes incredibly dark, or the video starts randomly flickering. You might immediately think the screen itself is broken, but as you study for your CompTIA A+2 2012-01 exam, you must look at the bigger picture. In this specific scenario, you are actually dealing with a power issue that is directly causing a video and display problem. This is known as poor battery health. To secure your perfect score, you have to understand exactly how a degrading lithium-ion battery affects the delicate screens on laptops, tablets, and even portable projectors. Let us break down exactly how a dying battery ruins a display. The screen on a laptop, specifically the backlight that makes the image bright enough to see, uses a massive amount of electricity. When a laptop battery is brand new, it has no problem delivering a strong, steady flow of voltage to keep that backlight shining brightly. However, after hundreds of charge and discharge cycles, the chemical makeup inside the lithium-ion battery degrades. Its internal resistance goes up, and its capacity drops. When the battery gets weak, the laptop's operating system detects that it can no longer provide that maximum power. To keep the computer from instantly crashing, the operating system aggressively steps in and forces the screen into extreme power-saving mode. It drastically lowers the brightness of the backlight, and on modern devices, it might even cut the refresh rate of the video in half, making everything on the screen look choppy and dim. If a user complains about a screen that is too dim to read when they are out in the field, your first troubleshooting step is not to replace the expensive screen. You must first go into the operating system's display settings to manually turn the brightness back up. If the screen flickers or the laptop completely shuts off when you force the brightness up to 100%, you have proven that the battery is simply too weak to power the backlight. To confirm this hardware failure for your exam, you would generate a battery report using the command prompt, or check the battery health status directly inside the basic input-output system. If the cycle count is extremely high or the full charge capacity has dropped below 50%, your professional repair is to safely dispose of the old battery and install a brand new one. There is another highly testable and much more dangerous way that poor battery health affects a display. When a lithium-ion battery fails, the chemicals inside can produce a gas, causing the tightly sealed battery pouch to physically swell up like a balloon. Because laptops and tablets are built incredibly thin, there is absolutely no empty space inside the case. When that battery swells, it has to push against something. Very often, it pushes straight up against the back of the liquid crystal display panel or the digitizer glass. When you look at the screen, you will see strange, discolored pressure marks, white glowing spots, or a screen that physically looks bowed and bent outward. The user might tell you the touchscreen is acting crazy and clicking on things by itself. This is because the swollen battery is physically crushing the delicate layers of the display from the inside out. If you see these physical pressure spots or a bulging chassis, you must immediately power down the device. You cannot fix a swollen battery, and you must never try to squeeze the laptop shut. Your only option is to carefully open the chassis, remove the dangerous swollen battery, and replace it. Once the physical pressure is removed, the screen will often return to normal. By understanding this direct link between the chemical health of the battery and the electrical and physical health of the display, you will easily conquer these troubleshooting scenarios on your test.